Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin still shows some strength. I already gave channel members earlier today 2 wave counts in which we could still get another extension. And I highlighted that I am at the moment very open and actually leaning towards another extension higher because Bitcoin did hold quite well overnight. I have to say, though, that with the top yesterday and the fact that we reached our minimum targets, but minimum, not maximum targets, minimum targets, the risk of a deeper wave 2 pullback has certainly increased. So that tells you a lot about the risk, and you need to consider things like profit taking and adjusting your risk level if you are heavily in long positions. Okay, I'm not talking about spot positions, talking about maybe even leveraged longs. That's personal to everybody individually. But I can highlight from a technical analysis point of view only where the risk is sitting. And obviously now we have reached the minimum targets. Whenever we reach minimum targets for a cycle for this 5-wave move up, it just increases the risk because it increases the risk that we could come down. At the moment, though, I'm leaning towards another extension because there are 2 wave counts in which we can still get another extension. One I took yesterday off the chart already because it looked like it would break, but it never broke. We'll talk about that now. So before I really consider a deep wave 2, I need more evidence for it. So I need to see a continuous decline. I need to see an impulsive move down, a corrective rally, and then taking that low out. And that hasn't happened yet. So I have added support to the chart in case we get a deep pullback, and also for you to give you an orientation of where that pullback should land if it occurs now. People will call the bear market back and things like that. But that is just what a wave 2 does. A wave 2 makes people bearish. And it would likely be this ABC structure that would play out, A, B, C. Okay, an A wave often reaches the 38.2 Fib level. However, Bitcoin, when it's very bullish, sometimes it reaches only the 23.6 Fib level. So just be aware of that. I'll take the subwave structure out. First of all, we need to explore if further extensions are likely. And until we see that the likelihood decreases for further extensions, until then we have to focus on these extensions because they are the scenarios that are tested mainly immediately. So there are 2 wave counts. One I presented you yesterday already, highlighted to you that here in yellow, it could be that this wave 1 never finished and that actually this wave 5 of wave 1 is still unfolding as the yellow wave count shows. In the yellow wave count, we only formed a running flat structure, A overshooting B, C, and then extension higher. So one more extension in wave 5 is possible. Basically, this count would assume that wave 5 never started. And it could take us to the 38,200 to 43K area, which we talked about in many videos so far. The other count is the one that we already talked about. Basically, that it assumes, yes, wave 5 did start, but we only rallied in 3 waves of wave 5. I find that quite likely. It looked less likely yesterday because of the strong decline, but support never broke. So the micro support I actually had on the chart never broke. I have taken it off the chart though, but it never broke the 61.8 retracement here at 35.8K. So I will still consider this, that we are in wave 5 of 1, wave 5 of 5 of 1 actually in the blue count. So these are 2 scenarios in which we could extend higher. Impossible to say at this stage which one it is. And only when they get invalidated, and the blue count would get invalidated below 34,500 basically. And the yellow count, that's hard to say. But also with a break below the trend line and a break below this low here, 34,500, I would see the yellow count less likely as well and would start to assume the deeper pullback is unfolding. But until then, I will focus on another extension, which will be confirmed with a break above yesterday's high, 38K. And then Bitcoin could reach that ideal target area actually that we talked about on the daily time frame, which doesn't need to be reached because we already reached our minimum expectations. It's just the problem that I mentioned yesterday already is that move up was not in 5 waves, but as a 5th wave, we would like to see a 5-wave move. This is only a 3-wave move. So I cannot consider it really complete. Well, I can, because we know sometimes in crypto, when looking at microstructures, sometimes the last wave just doesn't happen. That's just a feature of crypto because things are so volatile. But because there's still a good chance for it to do it, I focus on it. Okay, so it would still be good to either get that 5th wave in blue or a complete new set of 5 waves in yellow wave 5, which might go a little higher. but ideally does not break above 43K, which is here. Basically the ideal target area. So we've got here the area between the 61.8 extension and the 78.6 extension between 38.2 and 43K. Let's see if we get there. I keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. And if you're interested in daily video updates about the S&P 500, then check out our S&P and stock service. Link can be found in the description. We also cover 20 stocks in that service and from time to time also the Nasdaq. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.